Generate by AI.
Muslim Brotherhood has been working on infiltrating the American society and American politics for too long, at least for 40 years now, since they started working on their 100-year plan to sabotage America from within, which is officially known as an explanatory memorandum for the Muslim Brotherhood activities in North America. It depends very much on patience and gradualism. Patience meaning that they wait for the right moment to jump in, to infiltrate, to enter in certain events, like for example what they did on 9/11, like the BDS campaign between 2007 and 2017, and now the aftermath of October 7. So this is how they have been playing this game for so long, and unfortunately 40 years after they have written this explanatory memorandum, it looks like they are doing a good job so far.
Welcome to God Guns and Talks. I'm so glad you could join me today. We have a lot of problems still. We have a lot of work to do still. You guys, it's not done yet. We've got communists trying to take over now, and we got to fight them, and the Islamists are trying to take over. Chinese are trying. I think the Chinese really thought they were going to take our country for real. But right now, we're going to talk about the Islamists and the communists, which are pretty much one and the same, and they are here to infiltrate, not to assimilate. They are here to take over when they get the numbers, and you saw in that video, yeah, that's their plan, and they're not shy to say it. So what we need to do is get good congressmen, good senators that have morals, American values, are American, and that will fight and not fall into the bureaucracy, the corruption, and the clique. No, they need to fight for their constituents, and we're not, right now, that's not what we have. We have a bunch of greedy people thinking they're going to get rich, or that have been bought off by the lobbyists, basically. So they're compromised. New York Senate candidate Alina Bonzel is urging concerned New Yorkers to leave the Democratic Party and register as independents. Please join us. Following recent electoral gains by Democratic Socialists, meaning Communists, of America-backed candidates, arguing that the party no longer represents the interest of many working families, public safety advocates, small business owners, and members of the Jewish community, which he just drew the new maps and he X'd out the Jewish, the Italian, and the Irish, which are the immigrants that built New York City. He says that immigrants built New York, yeah, but not that kind of immigrants, not Middle Eastern or Chinese immigrants. Nobody from a third world came here and built anything, okay? They're coming here to take over. But if they tell you that those immigrants, no. Italians, Irish, and the Germans were the first ones here. In a statement issued on June 24th, Bonzel said that the results of recent Democratic Party primary contests demonstrated what many critics have long argued, that the Democratic Party in New York has increasingly shifted towards the political left, meaning lunatics. They're lunatics. Last night's results confirmed what many New Yorkers have been warning about for years. The Democratic Party has been overtaken by the DSA and the far-left activists driving its agenda, Bonzel said. Her comments came in the aftermath of the primary election results and saw continued political momentum. Candidates aligned with or supported by the Democratic Socialists of America, meaning the communists that came here and are paperwork citizens trying to topple our government. With Scam Donnie and his allies continuing to gain ground, it is becoming increasingly clear that they're cheating. They're bringing in people from different scuzzlums, from different colleges around the country, and they're bringing them all to New York City 30 days before the election so they could register as a resident. You have to be there 30 days prior. Resident, you can register to vote, and you can vote 30 days. That's all it takes, because there was a spike, triple the registrations that happened. Most of them came out of Manhattan. So, and it was all younger voters. So I know what he did. He got college-age students that have been brainwashed to go to New York 30 to 90 days before the election. They got residency. I don't know if it was subsidized housing or how he got the residency part for them to claim that, but that's how they registered and are taking over New York. We can't let that happen. These people are sneaky. They will do anything. They will break the law. They will thwart every single law that we have, and they will try to go through every single loophole they can find. We have got to sew this up tight and prosecute. The communists in New York City, the largest socialist organization in the United States, has expanded its influence in New York politics over the past decade, electing candidates to municipal, state, and federal office. That's another reason why we need good, ethical, moral people in our Congress. We've got to get a law passed that stops foreigners from being in our government. No more judges from foreign countries. No more congressmen or senators. No more governors. No more police. No more of this. No more. No more state, local, or federal positions of power go to anybody that is a paperwork citizen or a foreigner. And if you want to put on, something a little bit nice, have them be, if they want to run, they have to be here 10 years. Live here 10 years as a naturalized citizen or a resident before they can run for any office. That way we have a record of them and we know where they went to school. We know what kind of background they come from. These people coming from Zimbabwe and they're here for 2 seconds and somehow they're a federal judge. No. What the hell has happened? Boy, we were asleep for a little while, I guess you might want to say. I'm not really old enough to really be that involved in politics where I should have been, I guess, because look at what they've done. They've just done whatever they wanted, basically. Democrats, yeah. Supporters argue that the DSA-backed candidates advocate for affordable housing, meaning they're going to confiscate other people's housing. And when there's nothing else to confiscate, guess what? There's no more stuff for all the scumbags that come here for our entitlements. Back in the day when the real immigrants from Italy and Ireland and Poland and Germany came here to build New York City, they didn't have a dime in their pocket and they made it. They pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. They didn't ask for anything. They didn't ask for a handout. They didn't ask for welfare. There was no welfare. And look at all these scumbags come over here. And not only do they get our welfare, they steal from us left and right. Ain't that great? Ain't that great? Pathetic. No wonder everybody's laughing at us. Critics, however, contend that some of the organization's positions on policing, public safety, and Israel place it outside the political mainstream. Bonsell, who is challenging longtime New York State Senator Liz Krueger, encouraged voters dissatisfied with the Democratic Party's current direction to formally change their political affiliation. I agree 100%. Please, either go independent or come over to the Republican side. You're more than welcome. We have got to defeat these Islamists and communists. The Chinese with birth tourism. Dude, we've got the Chinese and the Islamists to fight. That's what we've got dealing. Right now, they want to take over our country and overthrow our government. And they're trying to do it from within. And it's not a conspiracy theory. This is true shit. And it says so right here. There's still an opportunity this November. Hopefully New York will smarten up and support a sensible Republican and independent candidates who believe in public safety, affordability, accountability, and common sense in the government. That's right. Krueger is a 24-year incumbent representing Manhattan's East Side for endorsing Mandomi and for what she described as insufficient engagement with pro-Israel constituents. She's a bitch. Israel Day Parade. I just can't stand these racist people running for office. If you're racist, then step away. You're not morally or ethically high enough or acceptable enough to be in our government or in any position of power. We've got to stop electing creeps and racist pedophiles, foreigners into our government, people. We've got to stand up. Anybody that can hear my voice that is old enough to vote needs to wake up, because they're not just coming after the certain people or the rich. They're coming after you. Whether you're a millionaire or not, they're coming after you. Communism is not racist. Communism doesn't care. They just want everything from everyone. And they will lie to you and smile right in your face until they don't. And that day will come. Those type of people, they are not nice. They're not here to assimilate. Like I said, they're not here to get along. It's the educational system. Qatar has put millions, I would say probably billions, and so has China, into our universities. It's a Harvard, Yale. All the elite institutions have been completely corrupted with foreign money and influence. That's why these kids are coming out brainwashed to hate America. Chinese hates America. Chinese hates black people more than the Christians. So do the Muslims. They hate the black people that live in America. Hate them. They want to get rid of them first. They're sick. Those people got to get out of our country, and then they want us. Anyway, so it started with the educational system, and now we have a generation of brainwashed idiots that are now getting elected into our Congress. So they're CCP and Islams. So just think of CCP and Islamists, and that's what these people are. Look at New York, what they just elected. Straight up communists. Straight up. America-hating communists. How is that conducive to the American people?
I want to ask the students screaming death to America, do you have any idea what happens when American values die? Because I do. My family fled a country where freedom died. You don't know what you have until it's gone. You think America is oppressive because you have never experienced real oppression. You think silence is violence because you've never been silenced. You think words are dangerous because you have never watched a government drag someone away for speaking them. You think capitalism is evil because you have never stood in a bread line. You think borders are immoral because you have never had to flee across one. And you think revolution is romantic because you have never had a revolution take everything from you. I have. And that's why I refuse to be quiet.
Remember, no matter what life throws your way, you still have potential. God bless you, and God bless America.